Coco was more, she was a more risk taker at the same time. He comes from mom, 'cause I lost my mom at a young age. And along the way, I thought I was a nice guy. That's why we made Chance nice. At first, he would be this cool player dude from the streets or whatever, but he need to be nice because he think he nice, but he's still just as big as dog and the people in the streets because you still hurting people, you still breaking women's hearts. And I just think I chose love because at the end of the day, all of us, we hate to be lonely. And I feel like that's the main question we got outside of God. Who's the right person for us? How do we carry love? Do we go through life single? So I chose love because I know that's the most universal subject out there. And I proved it on social media. Once I just started telling relationship stuff, that's the thing that kept me, gave me the longevity. So I knew that subject I have longevity. So that's why I chose love. Because everybody love love.
I mean, they pretty much wrapped it up, but Wayne did say something that I pointed out while Wayne and I were meeting about the script. We both realized that we both lost. I lost my father, and he lost his mother at a young age, and we started diving into how that played into us dating as adults. And I was like, oh, I've never seen that in a movie. But like the trauma that you go through as a child, it really does like influence the way that you date. And so we talked about the grief of losing our parents at a young age. And I decided that I wanted that to be a part of this film because I think it's something that people, but especially Black people, need to see so that if you're dealing with that, you're not alone and you can get the help and you can find love in yourself and in someone else.
And we all need help. The Chance thought just because his mama told him to keep it real, as long as he kept it real, he was doing right. And I had that mindset before. I'm like, y'all knew I was gonna cheat, so why be tripping? But still wrong in the end. So, I just think yeah. So it's just a lot of love and relationship. That's the subject.
Appreciate that. And at this time, we're going to actually open the floor for some questions. I think we got time for a few. So raise your hand and the microphone will find you. Right here.
Okay.
Microphone.
Hello, phenomenal film. I really loved it. I think everybody could agree, right? Yes, we agree. Awesome. So we saw a few other like comedians that we see online. Like how much did you have in like kind of cherry picking like the people that you wanted to work with? Love Miss Pat and Lou and a lot of other online creators. I just want to know how much you had to do with that.
Oh yeah, I had a lot to do with it because I knew if I wasn't gonna bring the comedy in the film, that was very important. I'm like, because a lot of people gonna expect me to come on there and be funny. So I knew those comedians, I knew they was gonna bring it. And the big surprise though was Charity, the girl that played Tori. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
She was Nina fought for Tori like crazy. They
Oh,
popped up with this new comedian. I'm like, man, I'm putting up all this money. I'm like, I don't know her. So, trusting each other.
yeah.
I'm like, hey, Steve, whatever y'all want to do. And she came in the movie and I didn't pick her. They picked her. But man, I was so glad because there were certain times in the movie I was like, man, I'm gonna have to be Kountry Wayne. I was thinking that before I started. I'm like, I'm gonna have to step in. But when I seen Charity and I seen Ben, I seen Lou bringing their thing, I'm like, bro, I could just chill. So yeah, I definitely had a lot to do with the other ones, but shout out to Nina, Stephen when it came to Charity for sure.
Okay.
Hi, good afternoon. It's not evening yet. Good afternoon. Hi, my name is Joy. I'm from the San Francisco Bay Area. I'm a comedian. I reach about 1 million people online monthly.
Yeah.
So it's an
Oh,
honor to be in the room with you, reaching for a billion, like over 1 billion streams, views, hundreds of millions of people. I think we're one of the biggest Black men, if not entertainers, period, doing this. So
Appreciate it.
it's
Appreciate it.
honestly,
Thanks.
we are all of us like walking in your legacy of what you built, showing us that like comedic comfort food can reach people and actually change lives of your crew, your cast, all of it. So we've been following your career and we're so proud of you.
Thanks. Thanks.
I wanted to ask for you going from this kind of comedic skit like building online to a more traditional entertainment form, like stretching that 5 minute skit to a feature. What are some of the challenges that you had as a writer? That's for both of you. And then Stephen, in developing work from somebody who's more used to doing traditionally shorter form content, what are some of the challenges and protection that you had in working with Wayne?
Well, I'm gonna go first. The challenges I had was trusting other comedians because I would step out of that box. I'm like, well, who gonna do that? And it started in the skits when I first started doing it, like getting serious. I trusted Mike. Shout out to Mike Bliss in the building somewhere, man. You know what I'm saying? He brought comedy to the game. So that was the biggest thing for me is trusting somebody else to be funny. But other than that, you know, huh? Oh, the union. Oh, yeah. Yeah, so you just trusting everybody. It took trust. At the end of the day, it's just trusting your people and just knowing that in this game you can't do it all. Cause those billion views, the reason why I'm getting a billion views, cause I had to remove my ego and let the story be the star, which brought other people. So I always knew you could not do this alone. God will always make sure you have a weakness to make sure you use somebody else. Cause what Nina do on set, I can't do. What Stephen do, I can't do. And that's what it is about trust. So shout out to everybody in the skits. What happened, how I grew to get them billion views. It stopped being just me. If people notice, I haven't dropped a funny video in probably 5 years. I probably 5 because when I realized, all right, I got to stretch it. And I called Mike one day, and this what made me start doing this kind of story. Cause I ain't gonna lie, I'm about that paper. I look at comedy movies, and I know the only big comedy movie that made money that had big funny was Hangover. You know, and of course the Friday, but it's only a few. And I realized I'm like, hold up, the movies that made the money for real, that lasted the longest was the love stories. So I called Mike. Me and him had a skit the next day. I told him he was funny. I said, stop being funny. We ain't being funny no more in the skits. Stare her. Or show. I say, man, I do, man. They gonna last. We can make some money. I started, but I had a Maybach and I was funny. But I stopped being funny and being real and stuff when the Ferrari came. So, oh, okay. Okay.
I think we have time for about one more question.
Thank you so much. So I have a business question for you. My name is Melvina. I am from Dallas, Texas, by way of California. I'm over here. Yes, thank you so much. So I think your business model is prolific. So I'm an independent creator. I currently have a crime drama in production. I own my IP. I just recently structured a vision committee. However, a huge gap for me is social media. And like yourself, I have a lot of faith, so I don't think social media is going to keep me from going where I'm going. But unlike you and unlike Joy, I don't have millions of followers. I don't have a lot because if I'm honest with myself, I have a bunch of content in my phone right now. I'm always going to post it. I rarely get to it because I'm doing all the other business things. I've tried hiring people who are great at social media, don't have the best work ethic. So any guidance you have on bridging that gap to help get my work in front of the partners who are aligned with what I do and where I'm going with
yeah, social media, you got to understand in Hollywood now, they're not the boss. The people have always been the boss, but now with social media, we got direct connection with the people. So by getting your stuff in the hands of them, whatever you got, drop it. You can't be scared. You know, a lot of stuff that on social media, the difference with me and other content creators, I don't care what people say. Well, if I got some content, it's getting out there. And all the stuff I got now, I had a character called Drip. He was bad at first. It took me like 60 videos to find that character. He was just talking like me at first. So whatever you got, drop it today. If you get 10 views, I got 2,000 views one time and cried. I was like, I'm famous. I got 2,000 views. I remember I got 30,000 followers. I cussed all my baby mamas out. I said, I told y'all I was gonna make it. So it's like, if with social media, you got to drop that. See, people scared to get judged and be like, it's gonna be trash. Hey man, drop, 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 drop. And I think people who understand that is like Drake right now. He finally got it. The reason why he dropped all of them, because he like, if I drop 40 songs, three of them gonna hit. Because the attention span of today's audience, you got to like that movie was 2 hours long at first. We had to cut it down because we knew people, you got to keep the story moving. And that's why I think they did the Michael Jackson movie like that. When people they kept it moving. So if you got content and you on social media, you want that audience, the algorithm wants you to drop it. Let it go.
I want to put a fine point on something Wayne said about my bad. About you heard him say he took 60 videos to find that character. That's craft. It's new crafts, but that's craft, right? And to Joy's question earlier about what was the things we had to kind of shape or change with, trying to help Wayne go from short form to long form, it wasn't really that hard because he had that kind of ethic. that kind of work ethic, right? Like the ability to just be, you know what, I might look silly, I'm gonna just drop this. He had that same kind of mentality with trying to find the character a chance too. So that kind of helped answer her question on that in a lot of ways.
And what I was gonna say is, I don't have a big social media following. I have tried. I've been at 6,000 followers on Instagram for like 5 years. I cannot seem to get past that. I have like 20,000 on Twitter, but I still like I've been stuck in those. But I consistently go viral, and I don't know. Just even with the small amount of followers that I have, I always end up in the right places, and so I don't allow like having a small following to stop me. And so I think it just goes back to what you're saying. Like you just have to release it. You just have to keep going because I small following or not, I end up in some very big rooms. And it's because I keep posting on social media without the following. And yeah, I don't that's all I can say. Yeah.
Yes, I mean.
And that's what we have time for. Let's make some noise for them one more time. This will officially conclude our screen of that. So please continue your conversations in the lobby. And thank you so much for attending AB Event 2026.
So fast. That's the most. The mind man. It's truly so gorgeous. I could pretty much like I know. Alone here. This when they politely took us out in the hallway, guys, for pictures.
All right.
The backdrop in the hallway is better. Here, I don't know.
It's gonna be like nice and be there.
Oh,
Hey, what's up? Thank you. I gotta see a video of I sent it to Gabby. I said she has a question. Oh. She go, I didn't know we was sitting on the same row. I don't me neither. But yeah. I gotta take a picture. Yes. Oh, yeah. Oh. Hopefully my camera I think I flipped it over like a silly person. I love it. So, what else you going to tonight?
yeah, we be okay.
Yeah, I know, but it's also great job. Yeah, I don't know. What about you?
They got that.
It's so much fun. I want to go to Virginia St. next, and then I want to go to that too. Yeah, I want to go to one movie thing. But that's what I figure out. Look, yeah, I think we can figure it. I think we can figure it out. Where is it? Is it in other venue? Other venue. Okay. Everybody going down. Okay. I think we can figure it. Okay. Let's take a look. All right. Let me go up. It's not small. It's like so Joy, I got real person. Oh, nice. Yeah, we submitted it here, but we did the short film HBO, but they picked like 5. Okay, so they like I kind of broke in first. Oh, okay. Hi, how are you? So that was hard to kind of be like, I still want to come. Oh, okay. So you was just yeah. Okay, and then I was like, you know what? Let me just go. Yeah. Okay. So I heard you. Okay. Yes, sir. Oh, yeah. So,